What nobody tells beginners about holding a chef's knife. Your wrist burns after chopping vegetables. Your cuts come out uneven, and you blame the knife. But the real problem is that you were only taught one grip, and it's exhausting you for no reason. Why grip is the real skill. Your knife wobbles, your cuts are uneven, or your wrist burns after 10 minutes, and you assume the blade is dull or you need a better knife. The real problem is grip, not steel. Control comes entirely from where your hand meets the blade. Most people are taught one grip in a single lesson and never learn that the same knife demands different holds for different tasks. That one default grip is exhausting you, and now you're about to learn the 3 methods professionals actually use. Method #1. The hammer grip. The hammer grip wraps your full palm around the handle with 4 fingers underneath and thumb on top. It's what you were probably first taught. It trades control for force. You have to grip hard to feel stable, and you can't make fine adjustments mid-cut. It wins only for heavy smashing, crushing root vegetables, mincing garlic with force, or using the knife as a hammer, not a blade. The trap is most cooks never learn anything else, so they're using a power grip for precision jobs and exhausting themselves. Method #2. The pinch grip. The pinch grip is what you see in every professional kitchen. Thumb and index finger pinch the blade just in front of the bolster. Remaining fingers curl loosely around the handle. Pressure spreads across 3 contact points instead of 1, so you control the blade with almost no hand tension. Your wrist stays relaxed and cuts stay consistent for hours. Hard truth, it feels awkward and wrong for the first 2 weeks, especially if hammer grip is your habit. But by week 3 it clicks, and you'll never go back, which is exactly why restaurants don't use the hammer grip. Method #3. The pointing grip. The pointing grip extends your index finger straight along the blade spine while other fingers grip the handle. It looks balanced until you try moving sideways. This grip has almost zero lateral stability, which is why most instructors warn against it. One slip and you're pushing the blade toward your guiding hand. Some Japanese chefs use it for one narrow case: delicate, dead straight slicing where the blade never moves left or right. Unless you're doing that exact work, skip this grip. The claw grip, the other half. Everyone focuses on the knife hand, but your guiding hand is what actually controls every cut, and almost nobody gets taught this. The claw grip curls your fingertips inward so only your knuckles touch the blade. Your knuckles ride the flat and guide a consistent path. Uneven cuts aren't a knife problem. If your fingers are flat and exposed, the blade catches them and depth changes with every stroke. Master the claw and your cuts improve instantly, even if your knife hand is still awkward. Matching grip to knife and task. A curved chef's knife is built for rock chopping. The tip stays on the board while the blade rocks, while a flatter santoku is built for straight push cuts. For fine detail work, brunoise, chiffonade, choke up on the blade, moving your pinch grip higher so you have microscopic control. Pairing knife work breaks the rules. Held in palm off the board, with your thumb as the main guide, not your pinch. The fatigue problem and the fix. When you switch to the pinch grip, your instinct is to death grip harder to feel in control, but that defeats the purpose and brings back forearm fatigue. The pro move: loosen your last 3 fingers on the handle until they barely touch the knife, and let all control come from the thumb and finger pinch. Your first week will be slower and wobblier because your brain is rebuilding motor patterns. Slow down, and that resolves in 2 weeks. Before you retrain, sharpen your blade. A sharp knife is more forgiving of awkward technique. Your 2-week retraining plan. Pick the pinch grip. Grab cheap vegetables, potatoes, carrots, onions, and commit to 2 weeks of deliberate practice with nothing else. You'll be slower than your old habit, and it will feel wrong, but that's exactly how you know you're building new muscle memory. By week 3, the pinch grip becomes what your hand reaches for automatically, and your cuts start looking like someone who knows what they're doing. The knife isn't the problem. Your grip was, and now you know the three main methods, when each wins, and how to guard your knuckles. If you want to keep leveling up, subscribe so you don't miss the deep cuts on knife care, cutting technique, and the foundational skills that separate confident cooks from the rest. Grip is the foundation of every cut you'll ever make, and most cooks never get taught the right way. The pinch grip, the claw hand, and matching your technique to your knife's shape. Master these three and you'll cut faster, more precisely, and without wrist pain. Start with 2 weeks of deliberate practice and subscribe for the knife skills deep cuts.